Hey guys, welcome back to Hollow Knight. Before this episode begins, there was something that we had access to quite a while ago that I forgot to get, so I'm just going to show the footage of me getting that right now. So we're going to go down here to the abyss. We're going to try to make our way down safely. There we go. You want to go over here when you have the Howling Wraiths spell, because as with all the other spells, it can be upgraded, and this is where you do so. So all you gotta do is use Howling Wraiths right on this platform. Consumed the Abyss Shriek. So, you remember the size of Howling Wraiths? Well, there's Abyss Shriek. Yeah, it's quite enormous. And it's also the reason why there's so many enemies over here, so you can get more soul and try it out. So yeah, this is, I think, considered one of probably the most powerful spell, because it's multi-hit, and if it gets all of its hits in, it is the most damaging spell. And it is very useful for, you know, what we're doing in this episode. So definitely go and get this if you haven't already. Again, I apologize for not having got it until now. But I mean, the Abyss Shriek, that upward spell, while it's good, it doesn't have a lot of uses other than, you know, bosses that are above you, and there's not a whole lot of bosses that stay above you constantly, but now's a good time to get it if you haven't gotten it already. So yeah, definitely gonna want Abyss Shriek for this. So today, previously we, you know, defeated the Hollow Knight, but then we went down to the Abyss and witnessed our birthplace and obtained the Void Heart, which will give you access to endings 2 and 3. And in this episode, we're gonna go back into the Black Egg Temple. Horna is now here. The path is opened. One way or another, an end awaits inside. I won't be joining you in this. That space is built to sustain your likes. Its bindings would drain me were I to join. Don't be surprised. I'll not risk my own life in your attempt, though if the moment presents, I'll aid as I'm able. Ghost of Hallownest, you possess the strength to enact an end of your choosing. Would you supplant our birth-cursed sibling, or would you transcend it? Could it achieve that impossible thing? Should it? We're not gonna do that whole long dramatic walk, so we're just gonna blast through here. Still looks cool. Still love this area. We're gonna have a seat, and we're gonna equip some charms. So first, I'm just gonna equip some basic charms for, you know, Hollow Knight killing. Get like this, and that should be fine. So after you've unchained the Hollow Knight for the first time, anytime you come back here, he'll just be here. So a little more, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about this guy. I talked mostly just about how to fight him in the last episode, but yeah, so he is a vessel like us, the same species, and as we've seen, birthed from the Pale King. And it's inferred that the White Lady is the queen. So, we're babies. Which is actually kind of funny because technically, both the Hollow Knight and the vessel you play as would technically be princes. Or princesses. They don't have a gender exactly. They're just kind of things. But yeah. So he was created to seal away the infection that was plaguing the kingdom. That was his sacrifice mentioned in the, in the memorial to him. Ow. Wait, I forgot to heal, I'm stupid. But yeah. And as we can see, again, he has enough power in him to try to help us kill the infection. And no, I'm not really a fan of the idea that he's actually just trying to power himself up. I feel like it's kind of stupid and takes away from the meaning of that. I don't really know what else I have to say about the Hollow Knight, really. Other than that, I love this boss fight, just the meaning behind it, the dramatic music. And I honestly like that he's a lot easier than most other bosses, or at least, like, to me he is. I feel like that brings more meaning to it. It makes it a lot sadder. So now we've weakened him enough. Hornet tried to hold him down, but couldn't exactly. And, oh, okay, I guess if you strike him when he's doing his 3/ thrust thing, you can do that, pull a Meta Knight on him, but anyway. We're going to absorb the infection into ourselves once again. So yes, if you defeat the Hollow Knight with Void Heart, Hornet will be there to aid you. She didn't really make much of a difference though, and what actually ended up happening is even worse than Ending 1. In Ending 1, were the player vessel to not be able to fully contain the infection, you could at least break the egg open. There were no seals on it, but now there is one. And it's Hornet, and she's inside. We've effectively locked our keys in the car, so to speak. So, yeah, that's the Sealed Siblings ending. That's what it's called, Sealed Siblings. But as you noticed, when Hornet jammed her needle into the Hollow Knight's mask, some dream essence came out of it. I don't know if that dream essence will show up or not, like if that can, like, if that always shows up when she's there, or, but, the way to get Ending 3 is to have Void Heart, but to also have Awakened the Dream Nail. I don't know if those dream essence things will show up if you haven't. They might anyway, but it just doesn't let you. But yeah, you need to awaken the Dream Nail, because then that will allow you to break into even the most sealed minds. So, let's do that. There's not really much else to see, it's just the credits again, so, you know. And I wish you could skip them! Percentage 103. I think we actually had 102 last time. That may have to do with me getting, Abyss Shriek, so, you know. So, this time we're going for the final ending. And this is where I'd actually consider really thinking about your charm build. There are a few approaches you could take. For one thing, Grubberfly's Elegy can be a good charm. For what we're going to be doing. I personally don't use it, but some people like it. It can help. If you do plan on using it, use Lifeblood Core and Lifeblood Heart with it. Because Grubberflies, you only get the beam when you're at full health. But these charms add more health that doesn't count towards your full total. So even if you lose those blue hearts, blue masks, blue health, you will still be able to fire the beam. But not Joni's Blessing. Joni's Blessing turns all of your masks into Lifeblood masks. And so once you lose your first one, then you don't get the beam anymore. So use these with Grubberflies if you want to use Grubberflies. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go with Joni's Blessing, Shaman Stone. We're going to just go with trusty old Mark of Pride, honestly. Because, I mean, I honestly don't really know what else to pick. There's not a lot of great picks. So, don't worry about losing any lifeblood health in the fight with the Hollow Knight. You do need to fight the Hollow Knight in order to access this ending. But don't worry at all about the blue health. As long as you survive the fight, you're good. So, I'm just gonna meet you at the point where we gotta be. So now with Hornet here. The Radiance. The true final boss of Hollow Knight. Starting off this fight, she has plenty of attacks. This attack has her summon orbs similar to Soul Master. Same strategy for those, works for those. Ow. You just want to dash under them. She has this other attack where she spawns a circle of swords on her face and then they fly at you. And then this attack, swords will fall from the ceiling with obvious spaces for you to dodge through. Same with the ones from the side. There are, spaces where you should dodge through, but your Shadow Dash is always your best friend, especially for that attack. That attack is unavoidable unless you Shadow Dash through it. This fight, I definitely recommend using your up spell a lot. And also, everything except for these little spikes that are spawning on the floor here, everything else does 2 masks of damage. This is why I recommend Joni's Blessing. She teleports around, so again, your up spell is very good for this, because it does lots of damage. Oh god. So I do recommend using that and Shaman Stone. Ow. Again, this is why some people like Grubberfly, because she's always up in the air, so it can be helpful. Whoa, okay, that was risky of me. Alright. Now there's 2 batches of spikes on the side. So this is technically the 3rd phase. She's just gonna repeatedly, ow, I fell onto one. Repeatedly summon swords from the sky. This is probably the easiest phase. You just gotta pay attention and hit her whenever you can. But yeah, technically we went through 2 phases. Phase 1 was without the floor spikes coming up on both sides. But anyway, void tendrils are coming up to grab her, but she's escaping their reach. Now this is the hardest part, and I have 2 hits in me left. So yeah, there's that attack. That attack's pretty simple. What? Oh. Okay. I didn't see that she was doing the sword face thing. So, whoopsie doodles. Oh yeah, and I don't think I mentioned this, but after getting Void Heart, your shade will be completely passive to you. Won't hurt you, and it dies in 1 hit. Which is very nice. Because, you know, we unified the void, bro. The void's ours. We are the void. But we gotta swallow that light. So I'm gonna meet you guys back at the Radiance. And yes, you do have to beat the Hollow Knight every time you want to rematch the Radiance. But again, don't worry, your health will reset when you get to her. Not your soul meter though, that I think stays constant. Alright, so one of the things is that once you've challenged the Radiance the first time, she'll just appear from now on when you come here. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, that beam of light, you have to shadow dash through. That's the only way. And she's already at the second phase. After like, what was that, 2, 3 Abyss Shrieks with Shaman Stone? So yeah, Abyss Shriek, Shaman Stone is definitely the way to go for this. Oop, okay. Again, that attack can sometimes catch you off guard if you're not careful. This fight is all about paying attention, and is one of the hardest fights in the game. Okay, oh boy. So yeah, there are obvious big gaps for you to dodge those swords through, but you can actually dodge in between them like normally. There is enough space, it's just tight. And yeah, there you go. Third phase, 2 Shaman Stone Abyss Shrieks. Yeah. Definitely abuse Abyss Shriek if you want to do good. But if you want to challenge yourself, just try to fight this thing with just the nail alone. Ow. Okay. Oh yeah. Also, she doesn't actually hurt you with contact damage, which is very nice. I didn't think that would hit me. What was I gonna say? Oh, I hear the beam. You want to listen for the beam. Ow. Ow. Jesus. Oh god. Hear it. Fuck. Another tip, and maybe I'll use it actually, is because even with Mark of Pride, when she's just standing in like the first 3 phases, when she's just in the air, you still have to jump and hit her. So Mark of Pride doesn't really help in that, so maybe I'll want to use Quick Slash so that I can hit her a bunch of times when it's in the aerial phase, the 4th phase with all the platforms. I think this is the first time I'm actually using Quick Slash in a boss fight. So you can actually see how effective it is at getting a lot of hits in. It's very good. Fuck. I'm not very good though. Ah! Stop countering! This isn't fucking Marth! Alright. We're back. That was 3. And we're on phase 2. Beautiful. Ow. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, no, because of the knockback you get from striking with the nail, you can't exactly abuse Quick Slash on her like that. I guess if technically if you had the charm that makes you take no knockback from striking, but I would not recommend that just because, you know. Oh, okay, here we are. Ow. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. This. Oop. Okay, we're good. Oh, okay. I get scared when I can't see her. Because I don't know what... Okay, I thought I had a jump. Oh, that hit her twice. That's nice. Fuck! Oh my god, that ball came at me like a bat out of hell. Fuck. Oh, okay. We made it to the next phase. You got a platform up while she shoots beams of light at you, and as you can see, there is a bunch of siblings floating up. Ow, I didn't mean to wall jump. I literally didn't mean to wall jump. It's getting darker up here. The Hollow Knight's Shade is here to help. We burst out into our shade form, our true form, and beat the ever-loving crap out of her. And that was ending 3. So, we did our job. We successfully drowned out the light, the radiance, the source of the infection. The radiance was a god that ruled the kingdom of Hallownest for a long, long time, before it was a kingdom. She was worshipped by the moths, by the moth tribe. And then the Great Worm, another godlike deity, a godlike being, came into play. And it shed its skin and became a smaller form, a more civilized form, the Pale King. The king was able to give bugs a mind of their own instead of being animalistic and hive-minded, always worshipping the radiance and all. And people praised him, and he became the king. And over time, more and more people forgot about the radiance, to where so little people remembered her that she was cast out and banished to the dream world. Or banished in a sense. As for to the dream world, it's not entirely sure, but I feel like that's what it is. The moth tribe helped banish her away and forgot about her. That's how she lost power, by not being believed in. No, this isn't, Guardians movie. Only a few remembered her, but it was enough for her to show up in bugs' dreams. In their dreams, she would speak to them and whisper things to them. And over time, her power grew. It began to curdle into an infection that started out as dreams and then became real. It was a horrible zombie infection that turned everyone into mindless killing machines. Animalistic creatures that we've seen. And that was the infection. The Pale King wanted to stop it, and so created the vessels, using the void, a substance that would be able to drown out the light. The Hollow Knight was thought to be completely hollow, void of all will, all thought, all feeling, so that there was nothing for the infection to corrupt. But there was an oversight. And there's lines to support all this throughout the game. I haven't shown all of them just because, you know, I want to keep the flow of things, but you can look into it yourself if you want. But the White Lady talks a lot about this stuff and how the Hollow Knight was thought to be hollow, but wasn't completely. Which is why the infection corrupted it and it seeped out. And over time, the infection came back and finally left the kingdom in ruins. But with our help, the radiance is no more. She's been drowned out, and the infection is gone, thanks to our sacrifice. And once you know it, there's still more game! That's right! This game got some DLCs, yo! We got Hidden Dreams, the Grim Troop, and Godmaster, and I'm gonna be showing everything I can in all three of them. The first two, I have down pat, I know how I'm gonna do it, I got that. Godmaster, I have not interacted with anything with it related to that DLC since it came out, because I've been waiting to do it blind for the first time on this channel, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. There it is. The void background. There's no more infection left. So, there's just a void. I love this game. The gameplay, the lore, the music, the art style, everything about this game is so amazing for such a good price. Like, this game honestly should be more expensive. This is like to me, like at least a $40 to $60 game, you know? But it's 15 for this game. That's crazy. So much content, so I love everything about this game, man. And I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Yeah, I love this game again. I love this game enough to buy it twice. I had it on computer, and I got it on Switch. Mostly because it was very unplayable on computer for me, because my computer was bad, but still, I usually don't buy games twice. I don't do that. I did it for this game. That's how good this game is. If you still haven't played the game and you've just been watching this, a little bit of shame, because a lot of this stuff would have been cool to see for the first time for your own without spoilers, but still, I would recommend playing through this game because you can play it through it however you want. You can do things in any kind of order you want. I mean, some things are locked behind other, you know, collectibles, but I'd still recommend anyone buy this game and play it for themselves and deviate from the norm, deviate from my path. Go to Crystal Peak as your first area. Okay, don't actually do that because that requires so much grinding to get to the lantern. And then when you get into that area, there's a lot of stuff that you need the Walkling for and stuff. But still, you could go there anyway. You can buy the Lumify lantern and go to Crystal Peak before Green Path. You shouldn't, but you can, because this game is great. And yeah, this is not the end for this game. I'm going to do the DLCs. This is one of my favorite games of all time, man. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say, but now I don't know what it was. God. Well, I'll leave it for later. So, we're gonna be going through the DLCs, and I'll probably do one last episode where I just show off anything else that I forgot about, anything else I had to do. But, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the... Oh yeah, there is another challenge I haven't done yet, as well as the DLCs. Trial of the Fools. Because honestly, I'm worse at that than the Radiance. That sucks. But I'm gonna do it for you. I'll probably stream it. Anyway. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this series. It's not quite over, but this is sort of the finale, you know? So, again, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.